Right, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be looking at this Hayter 41. I actually bought this a few months ago now. I actually paid £15 for it, and the reason it was so cheap is because it was missing its rear wheels. So I did actually just bung a couple of odd wheels on the back of it just to get it movable around the garden. But I've just been and sourced a couple more wheels for it now because they don't fit properly. So I've sourced these. We're going to get these fitted. We'll give the deck a bit of a tidy up, and while we're on it we'll give it a bit of a service. So this one is ready for sale then, and I have got the grass box for it outside. Right, so I'll quickly give you a look round it. I'll say it's not bad, it's in good nick. You got a few of your surface scratches there, but we will probably get the drill out maybe with the polishing pad and see if we can polish some of them out. So I say we've got this really odd small wheel here. I think this was off one of my old Sovereign lawnmowers. It's just one we had spare in the log cabin, so I just stick that on to just get it moving around. It's all complete there. I say we have got grass bag for it outside. Again, a few scratches where it's been down the side of a wall or something, and again another odd wheel on it. So these are the two wheels I've got. These were marked up for Hayter 41, but they are a bit different from the front ones. But again, I don't know if they're original wheels. These ones here are just slightly, a little bit bigger. So I'm going to stick the bigger ones on the rear, and I'll stick these ones on the front. And they've got plenty of good tread on them. Look, they're like a new wheel. So they'll be going on the front, and the front's on the back. So just say they're slightly a little bit bigger, so it'll fill this arch up a bit better. So before we get started on that, I've just took the Thundercat for an MOT this morning, and it's actually passed with a couple of advisories on it, and they were the front tyre is starting to perish a bit, so it wants a front tyre on that, pretty smartish, and the front brake pads are just slightly sticking. So that's just a couple of advisories there. We might have a look at them. But I did notice though, the clutch was slipping at high revs, maybe about 6,000–7,000 revs. So there will be another video on this bike, so I don't want to sell it like this. There will be a video on us taking a look in this clutch housing, see what the plates are like. If they need replacing, we'll just replace them. So, but before we start buying parts, we'll do a bit of investigation first. So anyway, that's enough on the Thundercat. Right, and so what I'm going to do quickly is we'll just swap these wheels about. So I'm just going to take these front ones off and put them on the rear. And the height adjuster does all work on this mower, because they are known to break these off. So just be wary of that if you're coming to buy one. Just always check that the height adjuster does work. There we go. That's that one. So I'll just grab a new one. There we go. It's nice to see the front tyre with some nice tread on that. And there we go. So that one can go back in the log cabin in the spares department. And in fact, I should have done this on the other side. I was going to give a bit of a clean behind there while they've got the wheel off, so it's a bit easier. So I'll just spray a bit of this around it, clean in there. Just makes it easier rather than trying to struggle when the wheel's back on. I ain't got to go too mad because we're not fully cleaning it yet. We'll get this wheel on. Right, So I'll get this back one off. Put that over there with that one. Squirt in there. Clean anything up. There we go. We can get the back of that. There we go. That's much better. You ain't got to go too mad with these nuts because you will lock the wheel up otherwise. There we go. So that's the 4 wheels back on. I will just give this a bit of a dousing to get some of the surface crap off. I say all this cover will be coming off anyway, but it's nice just to start with a clean mower where you can, and then say we will polish this up, maybe get the drill bit on it. I'll say, see if we can get some of these scratches out, and depending how good it comes up, we could probably mask this off and the bottom bit here and just give that fresh a bit of silver paint there, so, and that would just liven it right up. It's coming up nice already. Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one, this one, really. I don't know what happened to the back wheels. They must have took them off for some reason, or for a different mower, and he actually had it up for offers. So I thought I'd send him a cheeky one, 15 quid, thinking I won't get away with that. But he said, yeah, come and grab it. So I arranged to collect it, and he wasn't actually there, so I posted the money. So I didn't actually find out exactly what happened to the rear wheels on it, so couldn't ask him. Well, I suppose I could have done it in the messages, but what the heck, it doesn't matter. We've got it, and it's a decent little mower. I think we did try starting it when we bought it back. I think we done that on my dad's channel. We done a little will it run video, and it did actually run. I think it was maybe idling a little bit too slow, so, but we'll get it serviced and then we can come and adjust all that at a later time. As I say, so there will be another video coming up on the Thundercat. I thought that was going to be the end of that one, but obviously not. It don't matter. We ain't done a clutch kit on one of the bikes yet, so it'll be a first for the channel. What we'll do now is we'll probably start stripping a few bits off, and then getting a few bits off, and while it's stripped down I'll probably come in here with the polisher while bits are off, so we can get in better places. So I was going to get myself a few tools and I'll be back with you. Right, so we're going to take this top cover off, which will be 2 screws. I've got a couple of magnetic trays somewhere in here. I need to find them out really. There we go, this one. Be a nice little mower when it's finished. Quite reliable, these little old Hayters. Oh, it's got one of them clips on the front, they nuisance they are. Right, let's take them off. Now, I'm just going to take these recoil ones off. It's easier to take these off, because then you can push the clip from behind for that plastic one. There we go, so that's them 3 off. That should lift the recoil off. That's come off now, look, after all that. That's what I was on about, that little spring clip there. Just slots in there, so just take that out. Get a bit of tissue, because normally the oil dipstick comes out with these. Just like that. Yeah, quite filthy in there. I'll just put that there for a minute. Tissue. I'm just going to plug that oil up so we don't get no crap and debris falling in there. Yeah, it's quite a bit of gunk around this. Might have to bring the old airline out here if it'll reach. Just take that HT lead off. So we'll take this air filter off. I probably think we're going to see a black air filter under here. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of maintenance, this mower, to be fair, by the looks of things. It's quite thick, full of oil in there. So yes, it won't be breathing properly like that. We'll take that little gasket off so we don't lose that. And we'll pop that there. So we have got a spring on there. A bit crusty. So let me get this carb off and fuel tank. We can move that to one side. And we'll give this a good clean down before I even think about doing this, because I don't want to polish this up and then start getting all this oily muck over it all. So let's just get this off. We'll have another clean down and then we'll do a bit of polishing up on this deck, and then we'll probably service the engine. So yeah, it's full of crap, as you can see. Does really need a good clean. So we'll just put that to one side for a minute. Just put your spring out of the way. Everything's moving as it should. Load of crap in there. So just put that rod back there. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to get the compressor in here. I want to get a bit of cleaning fluid on there, get a brush in there, get it all brushed down, and hopefully get it cleaned up nice, and then we can go for the clean up. So let me just get the airline and I'll be back with you. Right, so I've been to fetch the airline, and my choice of cleaner today is G101. So I really do rate this G101 stuff, it's really good. Let's just blow that grass out of there. And I'll just mix it about 40 to 1, so let's just give it a dousing. Thick, oily, greasy stuff is on there. Give it plenty on, and then I'll just get myself an old paintbrush just to agitate it a bit. Right then, so as you can see, I went ahead and gave this a polish up this side. It's lovely and smooth now. Still got a few marks in it, but it's to be expected for a year, is it? 2010. That's 12 years old, and it's come up a nice finish on it. So a few little marks there. So if you take a look at that, we've got a nice reflection in that. So we'll go around and look at the side that I haven't done. And there is a lot more damage on this side, but as you can see, it's all dull and faded. So you can see it will be worth doing for that you can bring you can make an extra 10 or 15 quid on the sale for just having it all polished up nicely. So if you look at the top of that, look, lovely shine there, and then you come here and it's just all faded, no reflection at all. So I'll put you on a bit of time lapse while I just have a go at this side. And what I'm using is I'm using the battery drill. I've got a bit of G3 regular grade paste compound and a bit of G3 polish as well. And this is the stuff I'm using. It's the stuff I actually done with my alloy wheels. So I just found it under the workbench. So we'll get started. Right, so let's just get a cloth and get this off. So you don't, if you was doing a proper job and doing this on a vehicle, you'd tape all this black plastic up, because it can be a bit of a nightmare when you get polish on that. But so that's just one pass at it. It's getting there. Still needs another going over because it's a bit faded and, well, not like the other side. It's got a bit of shine coming back to it. I'm happy with that. We've lost a few of the scratches. Obviously you're not going to get them deeper ones out. I'll just put another dabble on there. There we go. There we go. That's got a nice shine back to that now. Lovely and smooth. All the grits, all that's out of it, all the dirt. So you've still got them scratches there, but you can't do nothing about that. So what I'll do now is I'll quickly have a little blast on this top section, and we'll come back and have a look at it. I say I might even a bit of silver paint on there yet, just to liven it up a bit. So let me just do this top bit. Right, so as you can see, I've actually masked this bit up just off camera because I am running out of time. I say I do want to get this video up tonight, hopefully. I've just keyed that up, masked it all up, give it a clean down, and we're going to give it a bit of a silver now. So just light coats. Okay. So we'll let that dry now, and if it needs another blast, we'll give it another blast. So it's just got to dry off now. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then hopefully we can give this mower a service, and that'll be it then. Right, and as you can see, that's looking a lot better. So you can't do nothing about them scratches, you just have to live with that. So that's both sides done now. Looks 100 times better with them strips painted up silver. Only takes 10 minutes just to mask up there. Looks a lot better. It's going to be a nice tidy little mower, this one. It does have the odd mark on it, but I say it's got to be expected. So all that's left now is to do the basic service on it. Oil, filter, we'll do the diaphragm and gasket, spark plug, and we'll sharpen the blade underneath. So it's a 2010 model, 12 years old. It should still fetch a pretty penny. Grass box is in good condition outside. Right then, so you'll have to bear with me because my old mic battery's just died. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start pumping this to get this old oil out. And I've actually done the carb. I put a new air filter in the filter box. I need to bring another spark plug from home, but we'll use the one we've got at the minute, so we can go ahead and get it started. So we'll just do the oil change now. We can refit the carb and air filter and the fuel tank. That can all go back on. I didn't bother showing you that because there's loads of videos out there, and there's a few videos of doing the carbon diaphragm on my own channel. So I'll bring the tank back in. Always make sure you've got your little rubber ring and your clip on there. Where's my little boot? That goes on there. The spring went in the first little hole there, so we'll just get that back in there like that. There we go. Get your rod back in the other hole. Everything lined up as it should be, and then you can just push that on like that. So just get these started off. Don't do them up too tight. Make sure you get them both lined up first, because you can pull it away. So get that in there like that. Just get that started off. You get me socket, and now you can start winding them both in. Now you've got them both lined up. Just hold that up there where it wants to be. There we go. And just nip that up. Get rid of the socket. Do our front bolt up now. I say we will take the plug out and just check that, and I will replace it, because I like to, when I'm doing the service, I like to put new plug, filter oil and everything in. So that's all as it should be. Governor arms nice and free. So we'll adjust that when we come to starting it. So we can go ahead, and that's priming lovely that, and stick our air box on. So we'll just check this. If it needs a clean, we'll give it a clean. Doesn't look like it's done a lot of work actually. I thought that was the original plug, but it wasn't black on there. It was actually a bit of crap. Yeah, it's not the original plug that. I say, like I said earlier, the original ones normally have overspray on them, a bit of black paint. Doesn't look that old, that plug. But I will change it, but it's good enough to get us going now. So just put that back in. There you go, we just feel the resistance and then just crack it, and that's it. So won't put that back on yet until we're back on the floor. I say I will sharpen the blade on this, but I won't bother doing that in this video, because I say it's getting late on in the day now. I'm going to have to come back and revisit it with a spark plug. So when I come to do the spark plug, I'll just quickly whiz the blade. I haven't checked it, I don't know if it does need doing, but I do like to put an edge on them just to include that in the service. We'll just put them in. Right then, so here she is outside. I've put the oil in. Grass bag just wants a bit of a clean down. It's just full of cobwebs where it's been sitting about. I think I'm going to go ahead off camera. I'm going to paint these handles as well, because it'll just tidy it up and give it the finishing touch. But as you can see, it's a tidy mower now. It's definitely improved it by doing that silver stripe down the side there, and just giving the body a bit of a polish up with the old buffing wheel. So when it's fully complete, it will be a nice little mower for someone. I'll say I'll do the blade off camera. Yeah, everyone sharpens their blades their own way, so I won't bother showing that. I'll put a new spark plug in it, and I'll say I'm going to paint them handles. They are letting it down a little bit there, so but before we put it away, let's give it a fire up and make sure it starts. Right, if you do recall at the beginning of the video, I said we did start this a few weeks back and it was actually running a bit slow, so it still might need the idle adjusting on it, but we'll see if it fires up. Right, so I don't know how that sounded. I say I ain't got my mic on because the batteries run flat on it, but that sounded lovely and sweet, really quiet that engine was. It does just want tweaking a little bit just to up the revs a bit, but that engine sounds lovely. It's a nice quiet motor engine, that one. So I'm going to leave it here for this one. I'll sort them other little jobs off camera. There's plenty of videos. You've seen us do it. You've seen us put a new spark plug in. You've seen us change a blade. I don't want to bore you with all the other stuff. I just thought I'd bring you along to see how clean we could get this motor to come up. So it just shows you a little bit of paint on the side, a bit of polish on the old main deck, and it's turned it right round. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. I noticed 54% of my people that view the videos ain't actually subscribed to the channel, so if you don't mind, just hit that little subscribe button down below, ring the bell, and you'll be notified every time we put a new video up, which is normally a Wednesday and Saturday at 6 PM UK time. So don't forget, there'll be another video coming on the Thundercat. We'll be taking a look inside the clutch, seeing what the clutch plates are looking like. If they need replacing, we'll replace them. We've also still got the merch. We've got the tracksuits now. We've got the jogging bottoms with the hooded tops. They'll be on the eBay store. There'll be a link down below for that. So we're going to leave it here for this little one, and until next time, we'll see you about.